Hello everyone, my name is Kasaya, I am a tarot reader, and I'm here to provide you with a timeless collective message. So if you have found yourself here, I might have some messages for you. However, if they do not fit, do not force them. Take only what resonates and leave the rest, alright? Hopping right into it. Let's see what we got. Spirit, what do we got for the collective today? Oh, well, that one wanted to be seen. We have the Breakthrough card. This is the Justice card. Okay. What else do we have here, Spirit? Clarifier for this Justice card. This Breakthrough energy. Alright, there's a resolution to some sort of conflict here. Okay, we have the Five of Swords to clarify that Justice card. Anything else, Spirit, on this Justice card? Skip ahead if you'd like. There we go. Alright, and the Magician. And the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is telling me that there was some sort of internal conflict, and I think this really had to do about something to do with your self-belief, your belief in your abilities, whether that be physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Okay, there was some sort of lack of belief in the self, or a lack of confidence within what someone was manifesting, what you were manifesting, or what you were hoping for, wishing for, dreaming for. Okay, it was a lot, it could have been a lot of feeling not enough, or feeling like you needed to be better at something. Okay. There's been some sort of breakthrough here. This is the card that says, there's something that you can no longer take something. Something has become too much, and you have to burst through. Okay, so you've had some sort of understanding, which has allowed you to liberate yourself from these feelings of, this Five of Swords, this internal conflict, these feelings of maybe not being enough, or feeling like you need to be better, or, okay. I think there is now some sort of clear understanding about your abilities, or what you are manifesting, or your power in co-creating with the universe, okay? I think there's recognition now that you have all the tools, you have all the necessities, you have what you need to expand into what you would like to expand into, to create something, to move forwards with something. Okay, the Nine of Swords, you could have really, Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, you could have really been in your head about whatever was some sort of dream, some sort of hope, some sort of wish or manifestation, okay, that was really holding you back. It was keeping you looping in the head. It was analysis paralysis. It was anxiety. For some of you, even paranoia with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords, as though maybe you thought that there was people out to get you, or there was people fighting you. Okay, maybe it was a comparison here of belief systems, or a comparison of, belief systems, or communications that were shared. There was some sort of conflict within this. And it could have been, I feel like this is very internal, but maybe influenced by external, okay? By differing opinions, by differing perspectives, by differing beliefs with another or with others, okay? And there has been some sort of clarity of the truth when it comes to whatever this was, okay? That had you looping in your head, or doubting yourself, doubting your decisions, doubting your beliefs, doubting your viewpoint, your perspective. Okay, so there has been some sort of liberation, because you reached a point where you were like, enough of this. And it's enough of the anxiety, the paranoia, the conflict, the comparison. It's enough of taking external things, again, decisions, viewpoints, perspectives, etc., allowing those external things to influence your headspace that caused you to loop and loop and loop in directions, okay? it's like you have served yourself justice by breaking out of some sort of loop and more so now believing in your abilities, believing in your perspective. Okay, you have some sort of vast vision here with the Magician card, some sort of vast vision that is really expanding for you. All right, and you've stripped something away. Okay, you've broken out of something and stripped something away. She's Nikki here. Okay, and now it's like you are looking towards your hopes, your dreams, your wishes with much more confidence. Okay. All right. What else do we have for the collective at this time? We have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this definitely seems like you're coming into connection that is some sort of celebration. You're celebrating something. It could be you're celebrating your here Knight of Cups understanding, or you're celebrating some sort of dream. The Knight of Cups being very dreamy. Is this the Knight of Cups or the Page of Cups? Hang on. Is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you've come into greater understanding of maybe connections or a specific connection. You've come into greater understanding of a hope, of a dream, of a wish, of a manifestation or a vision. Okay, you're no longer seeing yourself as stuck. Yeah, you've shattered some sort of illusion, some sort of self-limiting belief, some sort of perspective that made you cling to a lack of self-belief or a lack of confidence within the self in whatever area that might be. You've broken out of that, and in that you have opened the door, okay, to this cage. You're not trapped. And outside of this cage is this expansive universe outside of you. There's a lot of potential, okay? And see, there is this bird here that's looking at the bird that's making its way out of the cage, okay? It's like there's someone else or other people waiting outside of the comfort zone. It's kind of like summoning this bird to come out and play, okay? There's something about after liberating yourself from some sort of limiting belief about the self, you are now opening yourself up to more lightheartedness, to fun, to celebration. Okay, you could be celebrating the achievement of a wish or a dream, or you could just be celebrating the freedom from something. As well, you could be, with the Knight of Cups, could be celebrating some sort of friendship offer, love offer, or maybe just an invitation to go out or something like that. Yeah. Okay, if things are lightening up, you're starting to see things differently. You're starting to see things with more lightheartedness. Okay, more grace, gentleness, and you are allowing yourself to be more authentic because. In this card, it just makes me think of let your hair down, right? You're allowing something to this Nine of Swords. Oh, I shuffled already. This Nine of Swords that you were stuck within, right? It's that tension that you're not able to let your hair down, that you don't feel like you can just let yourself be free. This is what's taking place now. There is a freedom from conflict, from self-limits, comparisons, lack of belief in the self, lack of confidence. Okay, and it feels very freeing and it feels very light. It's a lighter energy, okay? We have the Nine of Wands here and the Four of Swords. So, yeah, it could have been that whatever this conflict was within you could have left you feeling quite exhausted. It could have been something you were carrying on your back for quite a while. And here now you are, it seems you're taking a step back to reflect upon whatever cycle this was, whatever pattern. It feels more so pattern than cycle. Whatever pattern this was within your life, within your internal world, it seems like you are reflecting upon how it may have affected you in the past. Okay, there again, analysis paralysis is coming through again with the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords here, this specific Four of Swords, the postponement. Because see here, she's there's a window right behind her with all this color, with all this light, with all this beauty, and she is not looking out the window. She is looking forward in this kind of this is the Four of Swords, but it really gives the Four of Cups kind of energy. It's maybe being a little apathetic, or just not seeing the beauty and the color within the environment around you. Okay, and this is what seems to be shifting for you, is seeing more of the beauty. You worked very, very hard for something, or it could have felt like something was taking a long time, or you kept running into the same conflict, or you kept running into the same self-limiting belief, the same pattern, the same trigger. Okay, and it could have really worn you down. Can I get a clarifier for this Nine of Wands? You're healing from this now. There's a need for you to kind of release that. It doesn't see, I'm not seeing any cards that are speaking of integration of this energy. This is a release of the energy. Okay, with the understanding and the breakthrough card, it's a release of this pattern. Can I get a clarifier for the Nine of Wands for the collective, please? Yeah, we have the Fighting card coming out in the reverse. This is the Knight of Swords coming out in the reverse. So it's something about projections from the self, from others. Okay, you could have been somebody that really took on the projections of others, that gave too much thought to the projections of others. It could have caused, with that Four of Swords, it could have caused you to look at things with, to take that light and that brightness and that color out of your vision. And it kind of painted things with a gray, dull, cold kind of perspective. And this is something that caused you to feel, not confident in one's own decisions or beliefs. Okay, it felt like you were having to defend yourself, the Nine of Wands, defend yourself against some sort of external projections, all right? Over-explaining the self. And it seems like this is something you are, again, releasing, all right? It could relate to people-pleasing. It could relate to... It could relate to... I just came to it. A lack of belief. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Okay, I'm not going to say it again. Lack of belief in the self, etc. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups here. Receptivity. All right, you're opening up. You're expanding. There's a lot about opening up. There's a victory. Okay, there's an emotional release is what this is. It's an emotion. It was an emotional pattern that affected the mental state. Okay, it was an emotional pattern that caused the mental to loop. Analysis paralysis, and affected the mental state in a way of seeing things with more apathy, or indifference, or a cold lens, a detached lens, I just heard a disassociative lens. It's something that was not aligned with your truth. Okay, whatever was coming from the external here, it was not aligned with your truth, okay? And that's something that you, with the Magician and the Justice card, that you have come into understanding about, okay? You now understand your truth, and you're standing by your truth. The Magician is very confident within their abilities, and also their... knowing that they have all the resources that they need to create what it is that they want. So maybe there was someone that didn't believe in you when it comes to some sort of hope, wish, dream, manifestation, or project, or in your abilities, okay? And this is something that you had enough of. You had enough of letting something control how you viewed yourself, how you viewed your perspective, how you viewed your self-image, how you viewed your decisions, how you viewed your communication, right? Okay, we have the playfulness. Yeah, a lot of playfulness. It feels very lighthearted. It feels, it's like replenishing hope, replenishing inspiration, and allowing yourself to free flow, allowing yourself to really fall into, it feels like present moment with the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands. It feels very much like you are taking on a new optimistic energy surrounding some sort of situation, okay, that you are manifesting or dreaming about, wishing about, hoping for. Okay, and you're in this state of taking care of the self. You're talking to yourself more kindly. Yeah, talking to the self more kindly, doing a lot more self-care, tending to the emotions and the nervous system. That's self-regulation, okay? And it's allowing you to expand. It's allowing you to expand into this potential that lies ahead of you, outside of the cage that once trapped you. The swords, the Four of Swords. The swords have been put down. Okay, you are now looking out that window. You're turning to see the beauty in the present moment and the beauty of what lies outside of the comfort zone. Because in that window, she's inside the house. You're now seeing what's outside of the comfort zone, what's outside of your front door. All right. Beautiful. This is beautiful. We have the Two of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. This one came up in the last reading? Yeah, the Adventure card came up in the last reading. So you are, with the Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups, it seems like you are, you're implementing, it feels like a dualistic thing. You're implementing a lot more self-care, connection to nature, and new dynamics when it comes to relationships, okay? Romantic, platonic, familial, business, whatever it might be, you are expanding into new dynamics, okay? You're learning something new, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. And with the Page of Wands, it seems like you're learning something new about your life force or about your path. Okay, about what inspires you, what lights you up, what you feel passionate and driven towards, okay? There's a lot of energy, a lot of time, work. There's consistency that's here, that's going into taking care of the self with that Queen of Cups, okay? You're building something at this time. You're accepting, on the Four of Cups did make an appearance here. It seems as though you are accepting some sort of, you're accepting some sort of routine or project, whatever steps you need to take to manifest something, to see something through, to achieve some sort of hope, wish, dream. You are taking these steps, and this is, again, present moment, ordinary, all right? It's not grand, it's not huge, it's slow, it's steady, it's dedicated, it's consistent. Okay, and this could be in regards to a relationship, romantic, platonic, familial, business, what have you. Okay, there is something about coming together with another or others at this time. Again, yeah. Somebody is beckoning you out of your cage. Someone may be helping you through, whether this be a friend, a partner, a family member, a therapist. There's somebody that's helping you expand your vision, get out of your head, break this self-limiting belief and pattern that was holding you back, okay, from going after what you want, from being confident in yourself, in your abilities, in your co-creation with spirit. All right, we have a finisher. Yeah, there's definitely something new that's starting for you. It's energetic and it's physical. Okay, you're implementing some sort of new, maybe you're implementing some sort of new routine, okay? And there very well could be something to do with a relationship, a soul connection here. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Cups. All right, a heartfelt offer, sincerity, authenticity. Yeah, sincerity. Someone that wears their heart on the sleeve. Okay, there could be communications here. Genuine communications taking place for you. All right, but yeah, you're moving out of a space. You're moving out of a space of fighting with the self because of external projections, or maybe even if that wasn't there, it could have been a level of paranoia. Assuming external projection where it wasn't, or it could have been literal verbal projection. Take it as it resonates for you. But it seems, though, that you are releasing yourself from this pattern, that you are letting it go because you got tired of it and you're finally ready to see yourself in a new light and you're ready to step out of your comfort zone. You're ready to move forwards towards some sort of dream, to co-create with spirit. All right? You believe in some sort of dream again. And it was only possible through breaking out of the limiting beliefs that were keeping you stuck, okay? The burden, carrying someone else on the back, right? You were being burdened by someone else's, and there's that 9 of Wands. See? This guy's exhausted. Can you see it? Yeah, this guy's exhausted. This guy's exhausted. And it's because you were carrying someone else's foolishness or somebody else. It's like somebody else thought they knew the way, right? Or other people. I feel like this is a pattern that has been present in your life. Okay, for however long that might be, you are releasing yourself from this pattern of taking on the projections of others and wearing them as your own perspective, as your own guidance. Okay, there's a deeper trust within the self, deeper trust within the self, a deeper receptivity to one's own intuition, and a deeper belief in one's direction, in one's path, and in one's ability to not only manifest, to use their resources correctly, to use discernment. Okay, Magician is about discernment as well. All right, there's great belief in the self, and with the Knight of Wands, so you have the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, you're moving forwards with something very passionately. Okay, their confidence is being restored, passion is being restored, and as well, it's being balanced with a playful, lighthearted, present energy. Okay, so you're grounding this passion into your day-to-day life through some sort of daily, dedicated effort, some sort of consistency within your routine. And you are allowing yourself to be grateful for the day-to-day routines, the little things, chop wood, carry water, being grateful that you get to wake up every day and chop wood, carry water, right? Wash the dishes, do the laundry. Take it slow. All right? Yeah. That's really beautiful, guys. I think that's beautiful. Oh, and ending with guidance, co-creation with spirit. You're really listening to your own guidance and the guidance of spirit. When it comes to manifestation, when it comes to your life path, what matters is how you feel and how spirit feels. And if you're working with another, it's you, the other, and how spirit, your higher power, feels. Okay? It's not about the external forces. And I think you are now moving in that direction. You are trusting the direction that your heart is leading you and the guidance, the synchronicities that you get from your spirit team. You're trusting in these. You're following these. And this is allowing you to really break out of a cage that really held you back for however many years. Okay, so this is really powerful. You're taking back some sort of power from a pattern that has been ingrained within you, maybe since childhood or maybe since early adulthood. Who knows, right? Take it as it resonates. But you're moving out of this. This is a part of the self that you are releasing because it is not protecting you. It is not serving you. It is time for it to, it's like I'm not seeing integration cards. I mean, I guess the breakthrough could be, but it's really purging and releasing and allowing something to be shattered so that you may see your path forward clearly and with confidence. All right, so I hope that this found everyone that it was meant for. I hope that it found you in a very open and receptive state, which, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Which you are, which you did. Okay, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for sharing your time and energy. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye-bye.